On Saturday, the 7th of March, local presidents from across the UK met with the national president at the Bet al-Futuh Mosque. Local sadrs, regional emirs, members of the National Amla gathered in the Tahir Hall of the mosque from 105 different local Jamaats. Over 150 people were in attendance. The meeting commenced with a recitation of the Holy Quran.
فَبِمَا رَحْمَةٍ مِّنَ اللَّهِ لِنْتَ لَهُمْ وَلَوْ كُنْتَ فَظًّا غَلِيظَ الْقَلْبِ لَانفَضُّوا مِنْ حَوْلِكَ.
The first session was chaired by respected National General Secretary, Maulana Rana Mashood Ahmed.
If we have 400 delegates of the Shura, so the first 100 will have 3 special invitees. Amir Sahib is allowed to invite 3 special invitees.
The attendees were able to take part in various tutorials throughout the session, and a question and answer session was also held. The second session was chaired by respected Emir Jamaat UK, Mr. Rafiq Ahmed Hayat, who read out guidance given by His Holiness Hazrat Mirza Masroor Ahmed, Khalifatul Masih V, on the current situation of coronavirus. During this session, the main focus was on tabligh and tarbiyat.
You see, the first thing that Hazur has instructed everyone and again reminded all Amla members on congregational prayer. I think that is the first step towards your spiritual development. And I think the first step, as we are now having ashras, I think we should, at the local level, the ashra should be celebrated with the whole Amla first participating. Now, by the grace of Allah, I've seen the effect of these ashras, and I've certainly seen, in Bet al-Futuh and Masjid Fazl, where I normally go regularly, I've seen an increase. I've seen a change. So it is, people do pay attention and people do come. We want to make it permanent. We don't want just during the month of the Ashra or whatever. But I think we can lead by example.
The National Secretary of Tabligh, Mr. Ibrahim Ikhlaf, then presented the department's 3-year plan and spoke on the responsibility of presidents.
Recently we had the National Tabligh Training Conference in which we handed out the plan for Tabligh for the coming 3 years. And that plan is based on not only on the Shura recommendations, it's also based on Khalifatul Masih Aidahullah's instructions to respected Amir Sahib, to the National Secretary Tabligh, sometimes directly, and based also on the Friday sermons.
This was followed by the National Secretary of Tarbiyat, Mr. Nisar Orchard, who spoke on the importance of Ashra Salat and door-to-door visits in the Jamaat.
So that's my first question. What more can I do for you? The second question is, again, the League Secretary mentioned about door-to-door campaign. Out of all the activities I've tried to encourage every Jamaat to undertake is actually door-to-door, home visits.
The attendees were then able to ask any questions in an open-floor Q&A session. Respected Amir Jamaat then gave a brief update on the progress of recent events, such as the Bet al-Futuh Mosque redevelopment and various other functions, before concluding the meeting with a silent prayer. This report is brought to you from MTA International, UK Studios in London.